Hello, this is Mark and I'm back in Vancouver, and it's time for an update. Okay, basically, I went to Ottawa, did what I did. Read my reports. They should be read as a book, you know, from my first day report on as a book. Yes, they're highly informative, and all kinds of biblical prophecies were fulfilled. And we are most definitely in our end times. Now the reality is I wish I had some good news to offer. The next big event on the court dates is a court date on November 4th, where I have to appear on a breach of probation. Okay? And basically, I could get 6 months for that. They don't have a leg to stand on. Basically, the Attorney General still hasn't appointed a Solicitor General, and I've got this prohibition order that says I cannot talk to any employee of the Attorney General, which means everyone is an employee because there's no Solicitor General. And because I keep costing the Solicitor General's job. What can I say? We're built on hypocrisies and lies. I'm walking into a courtroom with the full knowledge that our Prime Minister here, you know, like Stephen Harper here, he suspended the rule of law. Walking out of the G8 the G20 conference that he just after this picture was taken, and you know, when you walk out of an international monetary conference saying that due to economic pressures you have to abandon the rule of law, that is by definition treachery. I've done the proper procedures. I filed with the police of the Supreme Court. I didn't file with the judges. I filed with the police, okay? And they did understand their trust, and they did say that it would not happen overnight. And I agree, okay? And as to prophecy, the message is what wins the day, okay? And what can I say? They serve a oath onto a king, okay, or onto a queen right now. And basically, they can arrest even the queen, okay? The trust has been broken. The gig is up, okay? The new covenant has been pressed. And what I've been doing right now is fulfilling, you know, while coming into Vancouver, there's this passage in Luke 20, I think, just before he enters Jerusalem, where he says, you know, line up all those who refuse to have me govern over them and kill them all. Okay, and that's exactly what I had full intention of doing through just running through the few steps that are left in a higher order to trigger the death of all Nimrods. It's that simple, okay? And let God sort them out, which is Pope Innocent III thing. And you know, that's, what can I say? Nimrods rule the world, okay? As I say in this beautiful little pamphlet here that's Repent or Perish, okay? I'm handing these out to the churches. Yesterday I went to the churches and gave them notice that I was going to start picketing the churches. And some of them took this very seriously. They were all offended, okay? And basically, what can I say? As to the second commandment, it is forbidden to pray to statues, okay? Now the reality is a guy called Albert Pike unleashed the secrets of the libraries of the Nineveh in 1860s, and they found out why it's so important not to pray to statues, because you can get into a fixation very easily to, especially when the dark forces that were there are released, so that you hate God. To sum up the story of the advocate and Matthew and John, Paul, you know, Jesus' message can be boiled down to, you know, when you start worshiping the created, you hate the Creator. And you may not even know it. And as to Jonah's message, they need to change their way of thinking, because the world is about to be destroyed by Agenda 21. As I say in my writings, if they can't accept that I'm bringing the gentle spirit, and that they can accept a gentle interpretation of it being the abomination that causes the desolation of mankind through Agenda 21. Now that's the most kindest interpretation possible of Matthew 24:15. And if they don't want it, then they really want a rod of discipline. And there is no good story there, other than we, the meek, who don't take oaths, are going to witness the greatest bloodbath on earth, because the Nimrods are being offered salvation. Okay? Jesus Christ actually died to save Nimrods. Okay? And if they refuse the offer of paradise on earth, then they refuse. That's all there is to it. As far as the damage done, it's too late. Okay? With the inevitable poisoning that's going to come out of the Gulf that poisons the world, the inevitable prospects of GMOs not taking over and killing everyone, and just wiping out our ability to reproduce. If they think it's going to stop with 90% or 91% of the population, they're dreaming. It's pathetic. They have triggered our end times to cause the message to get out, and it has. And they refuse to act. So what can I say? Over my dead body, will they get away with this? And I'm picking in the churches and trying to talk to people and inform them in a gentle way that they hate God. Now this is going to cause a reaction with all kinds of Nimrods, and in so doing trigger our end times, one way or the other. Because this Vancouver is most definitely the afflicted city. And there is a gentle version of what the afflicted city is. And it does not need to be destroyed. It's going to be hit by a God force. But as far as prophecy says, I'm destroyed by this God force. And I don't have the slightest problem with it. And that's all, it's just the way it is. Bottom line is, Nimrods are being called to repent, because the gig is up. Okay? Jesus Christ did not die for nothing. And you're simply to show how evil can get, 2,000 years have gone through, and you're being called. And that's all there is to it. If you don't accept the challenge that you must uphold God's creation, then frankly, go to hell. That's all there is to it. Go to face a merciless death. It's what you deserve. It's what you ask for. And what can I say? Until the last day, you can repent.